Let's move on to part 4. Using your answer in 3 above. Again, guys, mark through marks. You use the answer that you have calculated in part 3. If your answer in part 3 is incorrect, you will still receive a mark through mark. Disclose only the said law patent and the notes to the annual financial statements of KoiKoi Ltd for the year ended 31 December 20.11 according to the requirements of only IAS 38. Note, accounting policy notes are not required. Ignore comparative information and ignore any VAT and tax implications. Right, guys, what is your plan of action? As always, my step number 1, I will include my template. Step number 2, I will identify the information from part 3, transfer to my template and calculate the rest. Remember, step 3, transfer your calculations to the note. If you do not transfer, then you're not going to mark your note. Now, if you refer to your IAS 38 revision page at the end, and please note, this is important, you always have to show your developed intangible asset and your purchased intangible asset separately. Your developed intangible asset will be the internally generated asset. You will have your carrying amount at the beginning, consists out of your cost, accumulated amortization. You will have your additions, amortization, impairment, revaluations, derecognition, reversals, and you can have your carrying amount at the end of the year, which will be your cost and your accumulated amortization and impairment. And as always, remember the narrative information that you need to provide to the users. Okay. Now, immediately first, I will include my template. Therefore, if you look at this, this is your template without any amounts. Now, we have calculated in part 3 at the top that the acquisition during the year, because they have developed this in 2011. Sorry, not 2011. 639658. Right? Then we have our amortization. They have indicated to us that the useful life of the internally generated asset is 15 years. Look at the last sentence. Patent useful life 15 years, 0 residual value. Therefore, if you look at this, divide this by the 15 years, and you will remember we've identified at the top the orange. We will have to depreciate this for a 5-month period. Therefore, we have our cost minus 0 residual value divided by 15 years over 5/12. Then, look at this. There's a transfer to non-current assets held for sale. To be able to identify this, we should have read through the information a little bit further. Remember, they've indicated to us that the said lawful patent will be recognized as a non-current asset held for sale on 31 December 20.11. Therefore, we will have to take this out. If we take this out in our note, we need to deduct this, and we take this out. Look at this, brackets. This will be the cost minus your depreciation. Or not depreciation, amortization.